Well, hello guys, and welcome to a tried to be short video on introduction how to modify your Far Cry 4 files so your A99 or Tech 9 has 30 rounds in the magazine and not just 20 as it is right now in their standard game. And first of all, I want to show you like my way where I found out or where I got some kind of suspicion that they changed the magazine size down from 30 to 20, because back in the day, back in the ancient year of 2014, I watched some gameplays of Far Cry 4 where it was newly released or announced more like on E3. And for example, in that IGN video, if you watch it, you can see okay, standard intro mission part of Ratugari, and he has the Tech 9. And if you look closely, you can't really see it on the video probably, but the ammo counter is different than back then. Also, it doesn't have that floppy thingy in the back of the Tech 9, but I don't mind that. I don't know how to change that, so we are only focusing on this part here right now. And you can see okay, he has a full magazine and he has 120 rounds in reserve. So when he runs in and he starts to attack the soldiers, like starts shooting them, and he completely empties the magazine and he kills both of them. He reloads, and as you could see, when he reloaded the full magazine, it changed from 120 to 90 rounds. So that indicates to me that the Tech 9 back then in the pre-build or pre-release build still had 30 rounds in the magazine, because it makes sense. I mean, the magazine is designed for 36 rounds, but it usually is often just reloaded with a normal amount of rounds, like a straight amount of rounds, like 30 rounds for example. So I found a way to change it back to using 30 rounds. It could probably glitch the extended magazine, so if you want to use the extended magazine, just don't bother with the edit at all. I cannot guarantee on it that the extended magazine still works, because sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. But just to get to the point, we are changing it back to 30 rounds in the standard magazine. So how do we do that? Well, first off, what I used is, with a little bit of help from the man who made the Field of View mod as well for Far Cry 4, and I think his name was like Shortflinter12. He's a really nice guy, and he supported me a little bit with technical infos, and I used his additional files that are included in that view model mod. So you go onto the Nexus page, find the view model mod, and then the starting page about this mod, and whatever you want. If you want to read it, it's pretty nice. It changes the standard field of view from the guns, as you can see here. That pic, that's like the 90 field of view standard on the guns to not standard, but it's changed it from 55, which is standard on PC, which is standard on console, I think, to either 90 or 110 if you want to, which is pretty cool because there's no gun field of view slider in the PC version included. But the important parts for me at least were the optional files. So if you click on files, you have the main files you can download, and if you scroll down you have additional files, and then additional optional files, and you have the additional files, the compatibility files, and the music enabler. The two files that we need for that are the additional files and the compatibility files. If you click on them and if you download them, you get them like compatibility files and additional files. So what else do we need for that? We need the Dunia tools. If you read through the texts that are included in there, there is a link to the Dunia tools, which you're going to need to unpack and repack all the stuff. And because I've already opened it here right now, I'm going to start them. And what is really important is to change it to choose Far Cry Game 4, not Primal, not 3, not 2, because we're working on 4, so we need the number 4. Okay, so what's next? Yeah, the next thing we need is the original patch HD part of the game, and usually you go into your install folder for Ubisoft games, then you go into games, Far Cry 4 and data 32, and there you have your original patch _HD.dat and patch _HD.fat. You need both of those. What I did is I make a copy of them to keep the originals intact and just work on the copies. So I used them, I copied them, and I made myself a Far Cry 4 mod folder and inserted them here. So now we have those two. And the next thing we do is we go into our Dunia tools, see Game Manager, and we want to convert the path file into a folder that we can work with. So we go here, see okay, go into my mods._Far Cry 4 folder, the patch original, and open the patch._HD fat file. We open it, it automatically detects the other one, and we unpack it. A prompt will open, will take a few seconds, and now we have the patch_HD copy unpacked. If you open this, it will look like that. The thing is, you need an additional folder to make it work. That additional folder is called, where do I have it? There I have it. This is the name of the folder you need. The Entity Archetypes Library. This one needs to be included in that one. So I'm just, for the convenience sake, I already have it, so I'm going to copy it and I'm going to throw it in. If you make a new one, this one will be empty, but all the stuff, all the guns that will be edited in this one will be included in that one. So the next thing we need is the correct arc.fcb file to be edited to make our Tech 9 go from 20 rounds to 30 rounds again. So that's where our compatibility files go in. Because if you open the files.txt, you have like, okay, our assault rifles. If you want to edit the AK-47, you're going to use this file, and if you're going to edit your C93, you're going to use this file. So we're looking for the A99, and the A99 file is 78811, and I usually go with the last 4 and the first 4 just to identify the right data package we need to use. So what you can do for convenience sake, what I usually do is I go into standard, like, okay, this one is the 90 field of view one, which is pretty neat. I go into sidearms, A99, and there we have it, the 6926 and the 7811. This is the file we want to edit. So I copy it, go into my patch folder, go in here, go into the, this one will be empty, so I'm going to empty it now, into the entry archetypes library folder and copy paste it in there. So this is the one we want to edit. So how do we edit this one? It's pretty easy. We just go into a Dunia tools again, go to binary converter, because we are going to go from FCB or XML, from FCB to XML file, and just look for that file in here. So here, that one, and we're going to convert it. Prompt is going to open again, and we have our converted file now. This is now an XML file, and we're going to edit this with the editor. So the question is, where is the ammo now? So if I remember correctly, oh yeah, you're just going to search in the whole document for ammo in clip. And you're going to search for that one, like it's here, which is pretty convenient. And you're going to change the 20 to 30. Gonna close that one. And that's it. Now your ammo in the clip, or the magazine as it's supposed to be, is 30 rounds. So we're going to save that one. Say, okay, and this is the converted one, so we are going to convert it backwards. So we go into our Dunia tools again, and this one goes from FCB to XML and backwards. So we are not searching for an FCB type, we are searching for an XML. So we use the converted one, open it, convert it back. So we have the converted now. We can delete the original and delete the XML because we don't need both of them anymore. So you're going to delete the name between it, so it's just .arc.fcb. Now that's the edited A99 file we need. So what we are going to do now is repackage the whole thing. And how do we repack it? Of course, with the Dunia tools again. And there is repack fat files. So we go into here, look for the mods for my folder, for the patch original with the unpack, and we are going to repack that one that we edited. So we're going to say okay, we're going to say repack it, and now we have two new patch HD files. This is the opened one, those are the original, and those are the edited one. We are going to use those two now. I usually copy them, go into my games folder and to the Ubisoft games folder, just a standard folder, go in here, data32, and now we are going to replace the patch underline HD ones with ours. So those two are going to be deleted without a hesitant because we already have a copy of the originals, and we're going to rename those to replace the original ones. And after that, everything should be fine and dandy to have a Tech9 in that game with 30 rounds in the magazine. So we go into a Ubisoft and just start Far Cry 4. Just gonna save for Christ's sake, close the window, and we're going to start it. So, just started the game. Just gonna buy some. I already have everything. Good. So, as you can see, the right corner, it now has 30 rounds in the mag. As you can see, it's in 90 field of view as well, which is pretty nice. And we have a 30 round magazine in our Tech9, and if I buy just some additional ammo, perfect. We have 30 rounds in the map, which is dope. Nice. So, the only problem we have now is that it's still using handgun ammo. So, how do we fix that? It's pretty easy. We just go back into our mod folder. So, this is our modded folder, and we see, okay, this is the file we still need to edit. That's why I like to keep it. That's why I don't like to delete stuff. So what's next? I mean, we just go into additional files, which we also downloaded from Schrotflinte, which is nice. We see, oh, there is an additional one for A99 SMG ammo. So we go into the A99 SMG ammo, 90. We see those are 2 additional files we need to install. I edited them because I don't like to play with 90 field of view, but you can do that yourself as well. Usually you just start out with those 2. So you copy those 2, go into your mod folder and place them into that entity archetypes library folder again. Oh yeah, of course. So those 2. Now we have the same problem again. We just overwritten our edited file, so we need to re-edit this one. So I'm going to go faster for this one. Just open it to convert. It's the converted one. This is how the XML looks in Internet Explorer because it doesn't automatically open with the editor. Go for iammo.clip. It's 20 again. So we change it back to 30. Save it. Close it. Go in here again. See, we want the XML. XML converted. Perfect. We can delete the converted one. We can delete that one. Rename those 2. The Nubia tools are ready. Then we're going to repack that one. I'm going to delete the old one, just to don't confuse it. So we're going to patch original. Come on, original, and we're going to my bad. We're using that one. Patch original, unpack. Perfect. Repack it. Got those 2 new ones. Copy them again. Games folder. Go in here. Delete those 2. Rename both of them so we can work with them. And then we can launch the game again and see if we actually got the... And with his help, not with his help directly, but with a little bit of help of his side, I found the iClip one. So, just gonna see ammo is full, which is good. Gonna go back out of the door. And as you can see, now you have 300 rounds in reserve, because we switched from pistol ammo to SMG ammo. And we still have 30 rounds in the mag. So yeah, I hope this helps you a little bit to understand how to work with Far Cry 4 and modding. And yeah, if you have any questions on how to do stuff, or if something is not that understandable in that video, just comment down below. Thank you for watching.